Yeah, that scared the crap out of me first time. I was like, so like, how am I gonna react to the thing? Because if I don't know my point of view, do I just like?
You kind of just react and be like, oh, when you did this, I was doing this. Remember when you said you did that? I guess.
All right, I'll try.
That's a good question. You got this. I have faith in you. That's a good question. I never thought about that.
Well, hopefully now Craig will fix this problem from ever happening again.
Craig, you are the blessed soul that we all love and adore.
Hello.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Good boy, go ahead.
Hi, it is I, Paperboy, or Tiderium 5240.
So today, guys, what we are going to be doing is reacting to a video.
Because it didn't record the stinking audio.
Yeah.
Oh well.
We're not gonna talk about it, okay? We're just gonna.
This will have to do.
Gonna move on.
All right.
All right, you ready for this?
Sure.
I have so much faith in you. You got this.
Thanks.
I have complete zero faith in myself.
Okay.
I'm not dying, I promise.
Yes.
Here we go. Why?
No. 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 No.
No. And everything was perfect.
No. No. We had it. You need another. Here. Let's virtually hug again.
Thank you. I'm done. I quit. Life sucks. I quit.
Don't quit life.
Done.
It'd make me very sad.
You know what? Let's just talk. Instead of do, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Here it is. Alright. Questions. Oh, no, let's just do random questions. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. So you can still see my screen, correct?
Okay. Oh, that first one's actually, that one, what do you think the meaning of life is? That's actually kind of good, but I think I already have an answer for that.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do, and I'm just gonna put the audio for this into the video, since we can't really watch the video. So we will commentate this way.
So it'll be like the video's going, and then we just have us talking? Okay. Cool.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll still have my editor take a look at the video and and the audio. So
also might have to go get dinner during this, so hopefully I think I'll be okay, but
you let me know when that happens and I'll just like
I'll
entertain myself for about 5 hours. Yeah, I'll have him cut. I'll be like, hey yo, I don't want this in here. He'll be like 10-4, 50-50. So Paperboy,
yeah.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
So funny thing is I actually kinda saw this on an Amazing World of Gumball episode, and I thought it was actually kinda true. It's the meaning of life is finding your own way to enjoy it. There's no specific goal, you know? Kinda just find your own way to enjoy it. That's kind of my interpretation.
Well, I don't have much to say on this question, but I honestly do agree with what you said, because I don't feel like we're put on this earth to be punished. We're just here.
So I'm doing this right now.
That's why we're sitting here doing this.
That's what makes us happy.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yep. This is what we do. Okay. If money were no object, what would you do?
Well, use my credit card. Just kidding. I don't know if it just means money, like I don't know if it means like there's just no money, or maybe I don't know.
It wasn't an object, so like.
Well, if it wasn't an object, I'd use my credit card.
Credit card.
And then, but if like money didn't exist, well, we'd probably just go back to trading, because money doesn't actually have any like value. We just make it have value. So we could make other things have value, like maybe, I don't know, random example, rocks or pencils for some reason. Or we could just make a whole new currency.
Like, quartz.
Yeah.
But right now they're trying to switch to cryptocurrency, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Something like that. Well, honestly, if money was an object, I'd be like the richest person in the world because I have a lot of other objects.
Oh, me too. I have so many Nerf guns. I could make millions with those.
Yes, man. Now we're thinking big brain moments.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. All right. If you found out you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do today?
I would tell all my friends how much I love them. And I don't know, I couldn't really do anything else in one day. I would kind of just try and hang out, spend the rest of my time well.
So that makes 100%. If I were gonna die tomorrow, well, I wouldn't be sitting right now here doing this. I'd probably like come to your house and be like, "Hey, yo, we're going somewhere," and you'd be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
heck yeah.
we're going to Lagoon right now."
Yeah.
I don't care if they're closed. I'm dying tomorrow. I ain't waiting in no line.
Actually, if I was dying tomorrow,
That's
you could technically do all sorts of stuff. Like, you could get away with, like, you could do a ton of crimes because it wouldn't matter because you would die.
I'm speeding. I'm going 40 miles. I'm going 38.
I'm going 150 in a school zone. You can't stop me.
Let's go.
What was-
I just ran over a kid. That
What?
another one bites dust.
I didn't know they had a speed bump there.
Wow, they have a lot of problems with the road. I wonder what happened. What is the most unexpected piece of advice you have ever received?
Oh, this one's kind of tough because most of them have actually just been, like, expected. Usually it's when I'm, like, have a question. I haven't really... Let me see.
Have you ever heard me when I get inspired?
What?
Man, if I get inspired, I did this with another friend. When I get inspired, I go on this rant where I don't stop talking. I just continue
Like
to
me.
have inspirational ideas and give advice to everyone.
It's me with guns.
It's just kind of strange.
Like, seriously,
Yeah,
someone
man, like-
someone will say something, anything about, like, guns or planes, and I'll just be like, actually, and then I go on, like, an hour-long rant. Fun. I need to charge my phone. Alright. What's the next one? Because I don't know what to do about the advice one.
Me neither. Well, actually, I did expect an funny story piece of advice when I think this was, I don't even think you were there, but it was during high school that I received a strange piece of advice. I had been sitting like just fine. I'm like, life's great, and I'm fine being a lonely loner with all my best friends. And then all of a sudden, one of my friends comes out of nowhere. She's like, the best advice I can give you for dating
Oh.
is to look prettier. And I just sat there and I was just like,
I mean,
I've already
technically the truth. She ain't wrong.
nah, man. And I just sat there and I looked at her and I'm like, so do you know how to solve this method? Oh, great. So that's the unexpected piece of advice I've ever received. Haven't
really got any, I don't think.
I'll give you some advice right now. Don't listen to my advice.
The unexpected piece of advice I've gotten is Super telling me to not take her advice.
Alright, the next question says, if you could ask your future self one question, what would it be? I'll let you go first.
Do I have even a girlfriend yet? Like, I mean... Just kidding. Probably, do I own any guns?
Do you own any guns? That's a great question.
Hey, yo, do I have any guns? Oh, heck yeah. Dude, give me the time machine.
I'm skipping this. I'm not doing this. I'm going straight to my years where
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one thing I would ask my future self, I would be like, hey, yo, you still stupid? And I would just sit there
You're
in
not
silence,
stupid.
and we'd stare at each other intensely. No. Literally, today, I was sitting in history class, and I had this, one of my fidget toys that I play with, and I was sitting there, and I went to drop it, so I flinged it in the air, couldn't grab it the first time, nor the second time, and I just kept, like, throwing it up in the air, and all my friends looked at me. And they just stared at me. They're like, you're really clumsy. And I'm like, no, I'm just extra stupid.
There are some exceptions. Also, it happens to me all the time. I'm super clumsy too, so don't worry about it.
Thank you. I'm not the only one. What was the most profound experience you have ever had with a stranger? So,
Well,
going on to how I met Paperboy, he was like a stranger to me at the time because I was friends with Frosty. You guys don't know who Frosty is, but that's the person, her name.
keeping our identity safe.
hmm hmm Yeah, we're trying to keep each other safe. This is why we do this. But going back to what Frosty said, or I was friends with Frosty in psychology class, and then after that, Paperboy started coming into the class during the flex, and I was like, "Hey, yo!"
Because I was friends with Frosty.
So I was like, "Whoa, she's friends with this guy, and he's like super good at games. I can't match up with these guys. I don't know how to like do any of this." So I was like, what do I do? So then he walks into psychology class one day. You should remember this. And he has a paper plane in hand. And
Yep.
and I was like, "Hey, yo, Paperboy!" And he just looked at me, and he
Hence
was
the
like,
nickname.
"Yeah, man." And then that's when the thing came up. It wasn't only his name. We didn't only call Paperboy because he, had a paper airplane. That was my reasoning.
I am also about the same physiology. I'm physically a piece of paper also.
So that's what's the big joke about his name, is why his name is Paperboy.
Yep.
Is because
That's why I'm here.
This is exactly why he's here. But
Yes.
that's my profound experience with
Experiment. Hey, whoa, hang on.
Oh, back up.
Experiment.
But anyway, that's my profound experience with a stranger, because he walks in with a paper airplane, and I instantly like, oh, I can bond over this.
Oh, heck yeah. Mine is 3 words. Gas station bathrooms.
Oh no.
I will no longer further elaborate.
Oh no, you
So,
can't just say those
instead of
3
that,
words and just be like, "Hey, yo, I'm not elaborating."
Oh no, I can't. Okay, fine. Another word. 2 words. Barf and poop. That's why I'm not elaborating.
Okay.
Anyway,
stop there.
so yes, yeah, exactly. It's what I'm telling you. Anyway,
Oh my god.
well then that means that my most would also be meeting you, because now you're one of my best friends.
Yeah. Like, I didn't think that would happen because he seemed very shy, and I was like,
Well, I am.
Hey, yo, I don't like this chick. She's psycho. I'm like, you'd be right.
No, it's more like I like this chick. She's psycho.
She fits in perfect. Like,
Yes.
rubs the hands together. Wow. What is the biggest risk you have ever taken? You want to go first for this one?
Ooh. Well. Biggest risk.
I can go first for this one if you want.
Yeah, you can go first.
Asking a random guy out. No. Scratch that. There was a worse time before that. Saying or being committed. So I don't know how to explain this story, I guess. It's kind of like story time with Paperboy and me. We're sitting at a coffee table and having just a great time.
Yes.
But I guess I don't know how to explain this story. But there was a time in junior high when this guy had a super huge crush on me, and I knew about it since like 5th, 6th grade. And I felt bad because I didn't like him back that way. And I have denied him like 16 different times. I felt horrible about it. So we reached junior high, and I think this was around 7th or 8th grade. I can't remember exactly. But this guy, he's like, "Hey, yo, you want to sit with me at lunch?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care," because we were like friends. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just because I know you got feelings for me. I'm not gonna be like, hey, yo, I'm not gonna do that because I'm weird like that." But like my weird voice, because I'm weird like that. But no, I was like, okay, yeah, we can sit up friends. And then instantly he's like, okay, now we're dating. And I'm like, oh, what? Back up.
Oh,
And I'm like, you asked me
ouch.
to sit with you at lunch. How are we dating? And he goes to say, well, I asked you out, like, as a date. And I'm like, no, you did not. You said, hey, do you want to sit with me at lunch? You didn't say, hey, we want to sit with me at lunch like a date. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there. And he's like, now we're dating. And he told the whole freaking school that we're dating. And I just sit there and I'm just like, I am
Oh,
in shock and don't know what to do. Like, hmm.
I would be also.
I just sat there and was like, what if my life come to? And just slowly, personally cracked. So that stayed that way for quite a. I think I didn't let it go farther than a week
Mhm.
because I felt bad because I kept denying him. So I was like, okay, I'll let him have this. And personally, I was terrified to like tell him, hey, I don't want this. But like, it didn't end up that way. So
Yeah.
I literally had his cousin tell him, yo, she no like you, she no date you,
Oh.
and now we're not even
Well,
friends.
sometimes life be like that.
And I felt horrible. And like what should I have done? Just stayed it and just been like, yeah, I totally don't have feelings for this guy, but we're dating anyways. Suffer alone.
Yep. Rejection happens. That's just a part of life.
Yeah, I felt bad because like that guy, I felt horrible. It's like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to
I
just
mean, I
like
would
suck
too.
it up and be like, I'm gonna be a man now because you know, like
Me.
I felt horrible lying to
Yeah.
him, and I also felt horrible for denying him. But it was like at that point, it was like, well, it's my feelings versus
Sorry, said no.
yeah, it's like myself, my depression versus, saying no to someone.
Well, that's nice. That sounds like, well,
I don't know, it's like I
yeah.
have, and then I deal with some of them better rather than others. But sometimes I don't
Hmm.
in other situations. But like that's my worst moment ever. And I will never forget it. I'm scarred for life. He was very, I guess, I don't want to be mean to this person. But he was very possessive. Like relationships
Oh,
are touchy.
controlling.
Yeah. And he'd yell at me when I wouldn't hold his hand, or I just sat there and I'm like, bro, I don't feel comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, you dodged a bullet. Good job.
Yeah.
As someone who learned about that stuff in health,
Hmm.
that was gonna be bad. So,
Hmm. I just,
congratulations.
wow, I'm being praised.
Yeah, I would feel. Well, yeah. I mean, you got out. You weren't in an unhealthy relationship. That's
Hmm.
good. Um.
That's good. That is good, I guess.
Well, let's see.
Now you go ahead. Have me rambling on.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't even know, like,
You got this. Come on.
biggest risk. I would say making friends, because, like, I'm, like, super shy and socially awkward.
Hmm.
So making new friends is always, like, scary for me, because I don't know if they'll like me or if they'll think I'm weird. But so far, it's worked out pretty well. I mean, we're doing this right now. So I would say it worked. Yes, I am in your walls. Anyway,
Why do I see eyes out of the pair of my painting?
but yeah, like, for me, yeah, same thing, kind of, where it's like, um, where how I'll try and make a friend, and if it doesn't work, well, I have you guys and all my other friends,
Hmm.
and yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Like, they're like, who needs other friends when you just, get the friends you
Yeah.
got? You know, I've thought about that many times.
I mean, the more the merrier, but as long as you got some friends, it's pretty good.
So, what is an ideal that is most worth sacrificing for? Idea or ideal?
I think it means, like, what is an ideal?
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know if that means, like, a quality in someone.
What?
I don't know if that means, like, a quality in someone,
You want
maybe,
to skip this question?
or like an ideal. Like, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So, like, wait, what were you saying? The ideal in a person?
Like, I don't know.
A quality in a
I don't
person?
know. Let's just skip it.
What is a moment you realized you were wrong, and what was the cause of this epiphany? I think I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Nice.
Finally.
You want to go first?
What was the moment I realized where I was wrong, and this was an epiphany?
So the epiphany is kind of like when you realize. So that, like, your epiphany would be like when you just realized, oh, I was wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I realize I'm wrong a lot of times, so I'll either one go really, 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 really quiet, or two, I'll sit there embarrassed and just be like crying inside because I'm like, oh dang. Like, like today in class, I think I pissed somebody off.
Fun.
I sat there and I was like, we were helping this kid do math, and he's like, here, you help him. And I'm like, okay, I'll help him. And I pull out my notes and stuff, and I'm like trying to help him. And he's like, no, 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 you're doing it all wrong. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, ayo, what? You just told me to teach this kid, and it did this. Well, I was teaching him wrong, I guess, in his words, wrong, quote, quote. Because since we're in honors math, we learn different rather than the lower guys, people math. I'm not saying
The lower guys, we are superior.
We are kids compared to those fools.
But no, that's not what I'm saying. I was saying like I was just trying to teach him the way I was taught because we were taught way different. Like it's so much simpler.
Yeah.
And then I guess the other teacher had taught him a different way, so apparently now it's like I'm the enemy, I guess. I don't know. I kind of got upset because
yeah.
I was like, hey, yo, I was just trying to teach this kid, and you just like get him swooped in, and then you're like, no, man, you cannot teach him. You don't have the teaching ability. And I was just sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna go sit in my hole and cry now. I'm gonna bury myself in my sadness.
If I don't know something for sure, I'll usually go like at the very end. I'll go, but I don't know though, just so I don't ruin their life. It's that easy.
Mm-hmm. But how dare you like ever say that? Because you're like a god in my eyes. Like every time I have struggle with math, I'll be like,
oh God, Paperboy, can you help me with this
problem? And you'll be like,
My voice isn't that deep though. No, it's more like
you turn
more
into a
accurate
god of
rips.
cats. Cat's god. He's still powerful.
It's usually like with facts. Like when I'm talking about like a plane that I don't know too much about, I'm like, it's it's used by these countries, but I don't know though. Just so you don't. Unless I know it for a fact, then I'll not. But sometimes I've realized I'm wrong.
I don't think everyone's like.
Usually, what I do.
Right, but
Oh yeah. Usually, what I do is if I realize I'm wrong, like in the moment, like with that person there, then I was raised to be honest, so I always be like, "Oh, my bad." But if it's like later, then I'm like, it's my mission to find them and tell them that I was wrong.
Just imagine Paperboy stomping through the halls, coming straight for me during lunch, being like, "I was wrong about problem 672. It's do it like this."
Well, now you're making me think of a Alex assignment that's 672 questions long, and I'm gonna have nightmares now. An Alex assignment was 600 questions.
My soul just left my body. It's just floating in air and just questioning so many things.
Fourth dimension.
I have left, guys. See ya. Woo. Now I'm back. So next question is, what is one concept you cannot understand no matter how hard you try? You wanna go first?
No matter how hard I try, I think the hardest concept for me to understand would be either like chemistry or biology. Those they don't fit in my well, biology fits my brain a little better, but like I don't know why, but my brain just kind of it won't fit.
Sorry, my brain capacity is full. Can you just go to the other person's brain? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm taking physics next year.
begins to cry. Because I find it rather fascinating to learn about it, but at the same time, it's like I have no idea how atoms became, and I'm like, what is this nonsense that you are speaking about?
That's what I mean. It's because like, yeah, that's pretty much like it's what it is. Because like in biology, I'm like, wow, this like photosynthesis stuff is so cool. It's awesome how they can do this. And I'm like, so what are the chemical reactions again? And yeah, I don't know.
Wow, this is so cool. Wait, what am I doing again?
Like I'm
Kind of
fascinated
moment.
by it, but I just can't understand it. Is usually how it
I
works.
get that. Yeah. Something, this is more like pointed straight at something, is something I can't understand is freaking electricity. Like, people can explain it to me all they want, and I'm just like, that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Like, biology, at least it makes sense where you go like, da, 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 and then you get this, or like, oh, I know what an atom is, or I know what the description of this is. But like, you throw electricity at me and be like, hey, yo, figure out how this works. I just sit there and just start crying because I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
electricity kind of boggles my brain.
Wow, why are tiny little lightning rods running through my entire house right now, including my phone?
All I care is that my computer is working and that, yes, and that my fridge is on.
All we need, fridge and computer, that's it. Nothing else.
Yep.
Next question. What is one item on your bucket list?
Ooh, flying a fighter jet,
Flying a fighter jet.
for sure.
Man, I would say the same thing. Honestly, like, well, I wouldn't want to fly the plane. I'd be like in the passenger seat, be like, "Hey, yo, go, paper boy!"
Yeah, kind of like in,
I mean, you can fly, just don't crash.
yeah.
It's on the local news. Today we see 2 YouTubers have passed away. And yes, one did not have a lot of fame, the other did.
Ooh, what does this button do?
What? Deletes the channel.
Yeah, probably like maybe in like an F-15 or an FA-18. Those ones have 2-seaters, or maybe like, yeah, like on those 2-seater planes.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, mine that's like one of my main things, I guess. To be, I guess. I don't know. So it kind of relates to planes because the 2 things I really, really want to do. I was just kind of defeating the purpose of the question with only having one. But the 2 things I really want to do is go skydiving and ziplining.
Those ones I've also wanted to do.
Ow, pain. Did you just leave? What? What's happening? Who joined?
I don't know.
Hello?
Who is here? Is someone in the call?
Yeah, somebody's in here that said that. It's Frosty, isn't it? Frosty, is that you?
I think it is.
Your mom.
Yeah, it's Frosty. Hi, Frosty. Welcome, everyone. This is Frosty. We're recording a video right now. Frosty, welcome to the chat.
Oh, was it?
No, you're
Did
fine.
you-
You're fine. You want to join us? We're just asking questions.
You don't have to though.
Yeah, sure. I gotta finish Garfield. But yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah. All right. A few rules to set the ground. Since you are going to be joining us for the video, you cannot say our real name. You have to say either Paperboy or Titanium for Paperboy, or you have to say Super for me or Ninja. Either way, I don't care.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just gonna call you Frosty because it kind of stuck. I didn't even like purposely mean to. It's just like, you are now the infamous Frosty.
It's okay, man. The amount of times I've been called Frosty online, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my username.
All right, I'm gonna call out you guys' names, and you're gonna go ahead and say hello to everyone watching.
All right.
Paperboy,
Hello.
what is one thing you would like to tell everyone that is watching right now? Man, I feel like an interviewer.
Bananas.
Bananas. Man, bananas are protein. But I know what you're like thinking, but like bananas.
Bananas.
Oh my god.
Banana Sunday. Okay. All right, Frosty. What was the one thing? Go ahead and say hello. And what is one thing you would like to tell everyone watching?
Hello. Do not draw a giant Garfield Mona Lisa portrait on a really large canvas.
Wait, I found my answer for that one question earlier. So weird. And what's the most unexpected piece of advice that anyone's ever given you? I just found my new answer.
Frosty, unexpected piece of advice you ever received. At Frosty, do not draw. Frosty quote says, "Do not draw a Garfield Mona Lisa on a huge canvas." Unquote.
Yep. Yup.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is what we have for today. All right, let's go ahead on to the next question. Frosty, we just did a question where what is one item on your bucket list? So now we are going to go ahead and do. Do you want to do that one question? Do you want to do that 14 question?
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually, one item on my bucket list is to finish this freaking Garfield project.
But that's like more. Well, okay. You know what? I'll let that slide. I was gonna say. Sorry. I was gonna say. Do you want to state a more unachievable one? I guess. But that's fine.
An unachievable one. Dang. Okay. To perform with the London National Symphony.
Interesting. Well, everyone, down in the comments, we better get this to 1,000 likes. Impossible. But we are sending Frosty to do her bucket list item. That is what we're doing today. Thank you guys for. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, that was funny. All right. Question number 15. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. What is your personal mantra? Okay, boy, can you help us out?
I do not know what that means.
You don't know what that means. Okay. Oh no, the world's ending. Paperboy doesn't know. I'm gonna die.
Paperboy, it's like, what would you live by? Like something you tell yourself every day to keep yourself going, or like to motivate yourself to do something.
There we go.
What happens if you don't say anything? You just be like, "Hey, yo, I just wake up every morning and be like, you look nice," and then just carry on with my day.
That's kind of what I do.
And that's your motivation. That's your mantra.
It's usually what. Sometimes I'll be in the bathroom. I'll be like looking in the mirror and be like, you know what? I look good today. And then
You know what?
that's about it.
That's very nice. You know what? That's very encouraging and inspiring, and I feel like touched by an angel. That was very nice. Thank you for that. What? Frosty, were you saying something?
No, I was just laughing. Is my audio really bad? It probably is. I'm using my AirPods.
It's a little bad. It's not the worst,
Yeah,
but it's kind of
you're fine.
deep fried. But it's okay. We can understand
It's
you.
like if I took your mic and deep fried it into like French fry oil.
Is this better?
Oh, that's a lot better.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, Frosty
Frosty.
came back from the dead.
I'm Broski. Broski
Every
Frosty.
time I say your name, I see the Wendy's Frosties and be like,
I mean, I'm as white as the vanilla one, so might as well call me that.
I want a chocolate one though. Where can I get a chocolate? I'm just kidding. White is fine. Yo, real though. All right, okay. So, Paperboy, your mantra is you look in the mirror and you say, "I look nice today."
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Frosty, you want to go next?
What would Hannibal Lecter do?
What?
We don't know who that is. You're gonna have to inform us.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys don't know Hannibal Lecter? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. We're uncultured. I know.
Don't even okay. Leave me alone. I am an uncultured swine with extra potato sauce. So leave me alone because everyone thinks I'm uncultured because I haven't seen so many movies. Paperboy.
Okay, fine. I'll choose a new mantra because you guys don't know who Hannibal Lecter is, and I don't feel like explaining who he is.
Okay.
I really don't have one. I don't have any motivation to get up every day. That's why I wear pajamas. So that's my answer.
Well, I mean, it's the answer. It sometimes just be like that.
Give a firm clap for being super confident to wear pajamas. Just saying.
Wake up and go to school. Nothing
Nope.
in between.
Nothing in between. You don't change your clothes either? You wear them for like 6 weeks in a row?